We're going to hit record. Let's go to the next one. I know you got to get out of here in a few. Let's get one more. We come back in a minute.
Man. Start working on them hands. Look at that. You see that? That thing going so fast. Look like I'm going slow.
Gibson, if you go in that MMA and get beat up, man, Dana White, you going to mess our chances up with Dana White. That's Bill.
That's weird.
Today on the Bill and Will Show. What you want to talk about, Gibson?
Seas versus the North.
Seas versus the North, Gibson. Second round of the playoffs. We got the Celtics versus the Celtics versus Toronto. The first game of the series, man. Toronto was dominated by the Celtics. Gibson, did you get a chance to peep it?
I didn't peep it because I already knew that was going to happen.
You are. Oh, matter of fact, let's talk about. Let me know what you feel about this series.
The Celtics, man, everybody's calling me. The Celtics have hit a stride right now. I don't know. They got a great coach in Brad. I like Brad. But something happened, and they hit a stride now. They running on all cylinders. It's like a diesel 350 Duramax running downhill, man, and they hitting on all cylinders. In my opinion, they are the new team to beat.
In the East?
They're the new team to beat in the East. Boston has put themselves in position to where now they got to be reckoned with. And the Sixers, they've ousted themselves, and the Bucks have made – the Bucks now have put themselves in a position where you don't know what they're going to do. The Greek Freak, he's not – his team is not performing like they are a shoe-in for the NBA championship, not even making it to the finals. Boston has positioned themselves to be the team to beat now. I hate to say that, but it is what it is.
I don't want to talk about Milwaukee right now. They handled their business in the first round. They got the Miami Heat. Let's see what they can do with them. Miami Heat's playing really good basketball right now. But this series, I got to peep the first game, and to be honest with you, Gibson, it was lost and won in the first game in the first quarter. First quarter was 39-23. They were up 16. After that, if you look at each quarter, it was neck and neck. You know, it was neck and neck. I think it's going to be a tremendous series. I think it's going to go 7 games. And I think, like you said, the Boston Celtics right now, all through the bubble, they have been a great team. They have only lost 1 game this whole time they've been there. They've played Toronto twice now, and they've yet to trail in any other games. Like you said, Brad Stevens has them well equipped right now. Kemba is playing amazing. Jason Tatum is continuing to propel his game, propel his status in the NBA. Jaylen Brown is playing with the hunger right now. They don't have Gordon Hayward, which in my eyes, I think they play the same or if not better without Gordon Hayward. And Marcus Smart has stepped up and he's shooting the ball amazing right now. So, the Boston Celtics are definitely one team that is hit a stride and they're playing very well. But again, I think you have the coach of the year in Nick Nurse and the Toronto Raptors. I think they will make it a series. I think they come out next game and they win the next game. Pascal Siakam in this game, he got 3 fouls in the first quarter. Like I said, this game was won and lost in the first quarter. And for him to be that player, that all-star, he can't have three fouls in the first quarter. So I believe this series is going to continue to go back and forth. And I do see Toronto getting in that locker room, the guys coming together and say, hey, guys, we can't do this. We can't go down 0-2. And I see them winning the next game.
3-1. 4-1. Boston.
If the Boston Celtics win this series 4-1, I'll be highly, highly impressed, for sure.
It'd be 4-1. Watch what I tell you.
I'll be
I'm
highly
gonna, I'm
impressed.
gonna tell you another thing too that's really impacting these games, and nobody's talking about it. But not having those fans there is really impacting the games.
How so?
These guys are back at the park where they first started, and it's different. You know, there's nobody booing you. There's nobody cheering you. Uh, it's just you and the guy in front of you. This is different for them. Some guys that feed off the crowd. You know, when they hit that three, they wanna throw the three up, or they wanna, but it's nobody there. It's just you and the guy in front of you. It's different.
I agree with you. It's definitely something to have to get used to.
When I played ball in college,
Did they have the color on TVs?
no. When I played ball in college, at lunchtime we was outside. There's nobody there. Look at this guy, man. And then when we got in the gym and there was somebody there, it was different. It's just different, man. It takes it to a whole nother level. And some of these guys are experiencing it. I think that's what's going on with Paul George. There's nothing wrong with Paul George. He wasn't depressed and all that. That's just an excuse. They talking at the side of their neck. That's not it. It's, hey, man, you know, nobody's here cheering for me. We're talking about a bunch of spoiled brats.
I think you're talking about a bunch of guys that are they're creatures of habit. So when you take them out of their habits of what they're used to doing, it's uncomfortable. I think
Go ahead.
these guys are used to going home, seeing their families. I think these guys are used to going on the roads, having their alone time, being alone sometimes. I think these guys are out of their element right now. They're adjusting to what's going on right now. Um, it's just a shakeup. It's a shakeup right now, and it's something they got to get used to. And I think they will get used to it by the finals, by the Western Conference Finals. These guys will be locked in and understand what they need to do. And come this time next year, if they have the bubble, I would like to see a lot more guys um, adjust to it, because right now it's a lot of guys playing like this, up and down, up and down, up and down, and it's not consistent enough for me. But if that ball is the same height, if that ball is the same as at home or anywhere else, that rim is the same height, go out there and play basketball, man. But as far as this series goes, the North versus the Seas, I was impressed with the Seas. Um, but I think Nick Nurse will get those guys and they'll be all right, to be honest with you. I see this is going to be a long series. But what I don't like, Gibson, is why are we playing round two and round one isn't even done? But that's for another topic, man.
Well, because we got to crunch this down, man.
Yeah, I
We don't
understand.
have a
I
lot of
don't,
time.
I don't like it, but I understand.
The season is what, 6, 7 months long, and half the season got cut out, and now we got to try to condense all this down. You know, so they got to keep going.
I'm looking forward to. I'm looking
Football,
forward to. I think it's going to be a great series, though. To be honest with you.
nobody wants to watch basketball when football season's about to start, so they need to get this out of the way.